What's good, guys? I hope you're all doing good and great. In this video, we're going to be talking about hook mistakes that kills attentions. So basically, we already talked about the psychology of attentions, why people like human beings stop scrolling, what you're fighting against, like you're fighting against Reels, Instagrams, like all of these things. The hook rate benchmarks, like what is your hook rate should be looks like what's the numbers there, and how to define what is the issue. We talk about how to mine customers' language and how to use your avatar deep dive to find real hooks that you can be using. We talked about hook stackings, like the visual, the audio, that you can not only use a text hook or an audio hooks, but you need to use all of the three to actually have a good parent interrupts. And if your hooks cannot be understandables without the audio, just the visuals can grab the attention, so you can also fill in today's what's called media platforms. Parent interrupt, we talk about how to stops and how to get people out of the trend situations. We talk about scroll stop trigger phrases. We talk about stop scamming, cheating, so all of these words and how they are wired in the human psychology to actually stopping people's and to attract their attentions. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the mistakes. What is the mistakes that actually can kill a hook? So hooks mistakes that kill attentions. You can have the best product, the best copy, the best offers, but if your hooks fails, none of it matters. So these are the mistakes that kills hooks. Avoid them. So let's go. First mistakes is clickbaited without payoff. So we promise something so big, and we don't the payout is not aligned with it. So people feels like they get cheated on. So the mistakes. Open with intrigue that doesn't connect to your product message. You won't believe what I found in my garage. So people looking at what they found in the garage and stuff. So they get interested in the payouts. When I talk about the payout of the clickbait, the close of the clickbait, then it's about the supplements. What the fuck? What's the insane about finding it's not realistic. It doesn't connect. Find some things, a supplement in a garage. What that means? Nothing. So it doesn't connect. So why it fails? Bait and switch destroy trust. If you have bait and you switch from the bait to actually to something it doesn't connect, you kill trust. They feel triggers, they leave and they are angry, damage brands long term. People's connect your brands or connect this type of your ads to something clickbaited. That's why people's doesn't I'm gonna give you an example. We all fall to the video when somebody about to shoot a balls, and the ball shooting the camera, then you jump scares. That's a good hook, but not a good hook for an ad. This is a good hook in itself because it grabs the attention, but you cannot use it in ads. What we see, I don't know if you use to do, not to do cash on delivery, but if ads in other third world countries like Morocco, a lot of people use them those as a hook. Then there's on another message. So the disconnection is so big. People's they getting hooked on boom, a video that's just grabbing their attentions. You get them out of the transactions because something jump scary happened. Then you start talking about the products. You can have insane hook rates because people actually watch it, but low hold rates because people doesn't interested on what you say next because it's not connected. So your hook should be really connected with the rest of the body. So the fix, your hook should be introverse and directly to connect it to your messages. Dr. Alfred about this one weird tricks. I dropped my keys into the calculation. Could I bend down? Should I kick them to the couch? So knee pain. So the things the whole messages from the book is actually nailed to deliver the message, not to be disconnected from it, but to be connected with it, connected with what you're gonna be talking, and to connect it with everything. The mechanism, the offer, everything's gonna make sense. It's not some things on the left and the other things outside, far in and the right. That's two different words. So your hook should be actually connected to your body, to your messaging, to the whole idea of the ad. Mistakes number 2, over-promising. The mistakes claim so big, they trigger skepticism instead of curiosity. It's never going to work. Maybe for old people, a lot of people, they use this crazy Dr. Spence marketing, they promise the words when in these models, we are talking about brand safety. So if you over-promise, maybe you're going to make some money, but at the end of the day, you're also going to be scamming because most of the product doesn't work like magic. But also, you're going to lose a lot of people that's just looking for a hope, a solution, not some insane thing. They don't believe even in insane things there. So, example, eliminate all knee pain forever in just 24 hours. People want this, but it's not going to believe it. What the fuck, 24 hours? Cure cancer. So you're looking to the disparate segments of your avatars. So I'm not going to mention this is not making money. A lot of black hat people do this, and they make an insane amount of money by promising some insane claims. But at the end of the day, it's up to your morals. You're not going to make claims like that, and you say, oh, I ran something legitimate, or because my ads working, because your products don't deliver things. So instead, understand, that's why I always say, understand your avatar, understand where they send out, understand what is the insane claim that's going to make sense to them. So it's still insane. So you can skip like through the market sophistication, you deliver something good, but it's realistic to this, and also your products can deliver on it. So the miracle cure doctor don't want you to know something like that. Also, gonna fails on what? On insane claims, you know? Why it fails? Sophisticated audience haven't seen it before, it's already like have heard all the insane promise, already like done with it. They want something realistic. Sounds like every scams. Make money quick, like rich quick, like quick money schemes, like what is it called? Miracles, like cure cancers, all of these insane miracles. People are skeptical about it, and they know it's always related to scam products, shitty things. It doesn't deliver on what they promise. Even if curious, they don't believe it. Set expectations you can't meet, and this is really important. Also, like this is another thing that we're gonna be talking about, but also like in the whole messages of your whole brand, you need to actually give an idea of the customers what's gonna be expect, because a lot of refund, a lot of chargebacks, a lot of cancel of subscriptions, if you have like an MRR models, come from what? Create an insane image, an insane result of your products, while your product still can deliver the result, but maybe in a long term. So like you keep pushing that people's getting result in 13 days. You want people to have like a subscription of more, like 3 months or something like that. People are gonna skip because of why you give a bigger promise, like you show a faster result than what they need to actually go on it. So the whole idea is keep your whole messages around like what your actually products can do and what your business model is going to be running. So if you actually want, as an example, if in MRR you wanted to keep people's like retentions higher, your claims, your results, your testimonials, your social proof should be talking about people's getting results. Oh, I get results after 3 months of consistent use. So people's also going to be believing in it. And also you give yourself better timeline for people to stick with the product to actually see the result. So all of this, like at the end of the day, is the more you promise big, the more you do like just like quick cash money things, like you just promise so big, saying our product is the best and everything, can make you good cash flow in at first, but like you're gonna lose like long term, you know, chargebacks, issues, people's gonna angry, maybe or even getting sued. So always stick to what your products actually can do and promise just like around it. So the whole marketing is gonna be like more about like story driven, trustworthy, authenticity, and your products actually driven. What is gonna do, you know, because that's how you can actually build a real brand if you want to exist. But let's continue. So the fix, be specific, don't overpromise. Believable claims, like claims that your avatar are actually gonna believe based on what he actually wants. Because when you're gonna see like people talking about knee pain, nobody said yeah, they want their knee pain to go over like overnight, but they don't believe it. They say like, I tried this, I was looking for 14 days until I see the result, like 13 days, I was doing the like physical therapy for 3 months right now, then I see some improvement. So you can start to have some realistic idea of how long they expecting to see the result. That can be your claim. Same for hair loss. We cannot say like you can cure hair loss in one or 2 days, like 1 week or 1 month. People know like how long, like people that already have hair loss and shit, they do some little research. They understand like what is the cycles of hair growth and how long it's gonna take to see baby hair. So if you came in and make like for PCS, here's how to grow your hair back like in less than a month, they're not gonna believe it because it's impossible. The hair cycles to grow is not like 1 month, you know. So always make your claim believable based on research, based on idea, based on what your avatar actually believe. Meet them there. That's enough for them to make, oh, this is authentic and this is what I'm looking for. I already believe there is no miracle cure. I just want something that's going to help me with the relief or something. This is what I'm looking for. They came authenticity, and authenticity can make you win on ads in today's world. Hyperbolic impossible claims, like specific, believable claims, always working better than hyperbolic impossible claims. If you don't know how to make specific and believable claims work, no, you are not on the branded way. You don't have like, you need some insane claims to make your products work. And the only way to fix it is making less insane claims and focus on more on social proof. Show your products work, show authenticity, show community, show people's like products in demo, show people's actually getting result, and they are authentic about like speaking about the result. That's how you can get out of the insane direct response marketing, like insane claims and shit, and get more branded safety. That's layers on. If you want to do exist, can be doable because you're gonna understand that this brand is actually growth because they have great products and not insane claim, and that depends on some crazy copywriters techniques that's just like over the head, you know, just like almost like a scam in some way, you know. So yeah, examples: eliminate only pay forevers. 87% of users see significant improvement in 14 days, in 13 days, in 16 days, depends on how long it takes your products to work. The miracle monopause cure, what finally worked after everything else failed, you know, so just like claims what everything's failed, when what's work when everything's failed, here's the products, here's some work, and here's what to expect. Mistake number three, being boring expected. This is the most thing that's gonna kill the hooks. If you mention something so boring or something, so it's like just some, like some friend that you just want him to be silent, he's just talking like so slow and shit, people's gonna ignore it. Same things. People's on platforms like on Facebooks, whatever's like platforms that you're running, and for us, like mainly Meta, basically people they are into trends. They don't want anything boring or anything that's not interruption, nothing that's gonna drive novelty and curiosity. If it's not do these things, people's not gonna watch it. So the biggest mistakes being born expected. The mistakes opening with exactly what they expected to see. Are you suffering from knee pain? Joint supplement with natural ingredients, monopole support for women over 50. Even this is looking what is called specific, but in and also like personals. If they already market sophisticated, they already heard this is too many times. So they start to be expected for them. So the moment they're gonna be hearing it, they say, okay, boom, we move on. So that's why we say also like a hooks dies if they keep repeated because it starts to being expected. So why they fails, no pattern interrupted, brain predicts, it mean ignores, nothing's to make them stop, nothing's new, nothing like novelty, what's gonna stop them. So the fix unexpected angles, unusual language, pattern break. Are you suffering from knee pain? I go downstairs sideways now, one step at a time, both hand on drills. You know like what's going on. He describes exactly me. Menopause support from women. My husband thought I was losing my mind, or my husband thought I was cheating. So you create some symptoms, something related to their situation, then you start from this. Mistakes number 4 started with the products. In this sense, a lot of people they focus on their products when their audience is actually problems aware or solution aware on unaware. If your level of awareness of your avatar is none of those, starting with products not making sense to them because they're not looking for our products yet. So always remember that. So the mistakes, leading with what you're selling instead of what they should care about. Because at the end of the day, if people doesn't actually know your brand and they already like a little bit products aware or mainly most aware, they don't care about your product. They care about what they're going to do for them. So emphasizing your products and what's the ingredient of products, it doesn't mean shit to them actually. So introducing Joy Flex Pro with 12 clinical studies ingredient doesn't mean shit to them. They don't care about it. Our menopause formula contains black cohosh, don't comment that all this mechanism and stuff doesn't mean shit to them. And that's what also I made like a video about like the mechanisms. If you start with the mechanisms and how your product is crazy as a mechanism, nobody cares. They want to start with what? With what your products can do for them. Here is the result that can be done, 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 done. And everything to do with the mechanism is just to explain to them, just to give them like as proof. Like here is like the proof of why this is gonna be working. Here is what's gonna do for you because that's what you care about. But here is like why you should believe this is what's gonna for you. Mechanisms plus social proof or product demo or whatever like you think your customer is gonna believe and authority figures, testimonials, authenticity, showing the products you use, whatever is gonna fit your products and your avatar. Why it fails, like starting with the products, they don't care about your products yet. You haven't earned the right to sales, no emotional connections. Sounds like every another ads, like what's called the long-term ads like Coca-Cola and stuff, like emphasizing the products and stuff, or insane messages. While in direct response marketing, we're looking to be first order profitable, or even break even of course on the first order. You want to have focusing on a storytelling to get the connections, not just like selling the products. So the facts starts with them. Start always like with the audience, where they said, where they are actually, what they felt. Even if you're gonna be starting with the products for a solution aware, like the products aware, you're starting with them. You're starting with I have tried 10,000 of like not 10,000. I have spent $10,000 for in skincare. Here is what the actual new ingredient is actually work and where to find it. So even I'm gonna be focusing on the products and talking about products aware, solution aware audience. I start with where they are, the solution that they serve. I'm not gonna start. This is the best product for this. You know, not always, but like most of the cases, don't start with the products if they are not most aware, or you're gonna go talk about some offers for most aware audience. You know that's already bought from you, or they already really engage with your brand and they're looking for an offer to buy from you. So yeah, the fix starts with them, their pain, their story, their desires, products come later. Introducing our revolutionary joint formula. My grandson ran toward me at the parks. I flinched my own grandson because I know the hug would hurt. You know, like the grandma gets scared. If she hugged him, she gonna get hurt. So relatable people to that situation is gonna start. They want to understand what is the story, what about. Our menopause supplements contains I slept through the night for the first times in 8 months. People related, people that didn't sleep in a month because of the menopause and they see she's a woman looking like similar to the avatar. This is so much important for also this hoax to work. The avatar, it's not the avatar. The content creator should be similar to the avatars in an insane way, like the age, what is called like the situation that they are in. She was in the house, tired, like a mother, going through like menopause, not like a young girl talking about like in her 20s talking about to sleep through the night for the first times in 8 months. Even the hooks can be relatable because the avatar on the relatable, she may think this is about something else, not about menopause. But when you portray a female on the same age area, like same age range, on a situations that the avatar also can be, like in the bedroom, tired, like in the couch talking, then also the hook is gonna work. So yeah, just a little bit of tips. Like the avatar should really look like the content creator should really look like your avatars. Mistake number 4: being vague. Try to sell everything. Generic statement that could apply to anyone, anything is not specific. Any hook just can be used to any products is not that good. Feel better naturally. The solutions you have been looking for change your life today. So this is again going to be like heard them a lot of times. It's the same things about being boring and expected. It's also being vague. So what is fails? No self-identification. This is no about me, no qualifying. This is about you. This is about your problems. It doesn't exist. No curiosity, no parent interruption, and says nothing. Just like crazy, not crazy, generic claims that can be fit to anything, and if it's fit anything, doesn't make your products or your promise or like your story even stand out. So the fix specific, always better than generics. Feel better naturally. Walk to your mailbox without wincing. The solution you have been looking for, what finally worked after glucosamine, ceramics, and physical therapy field. This is for solution aware, for people that already tried the other products and you want to emphasize more of the products where your solution working. You start with some things like that. You don't start with the products as we talk about, like, what is it? I think mistakes number 4, starting with the products. And also here, not being vague. So what finally works for us with glucosamine, ceramic, and physical therapy instead of the solution you have been looking for, something that can be applied to any products. Mistake number 6, and this is the most important thing. Just let me turn the AC because it's a little bit starts to get hot in here. The mistake number 6, too clever creatives. This is like when the paradox happens. A lot of people, these things, if we see something so creative, so clever that people need actually to spend a little bit of time to understand it, they say, oh, this is insane. This is actually like how they get that idea. It's happened. What's happening instead is the way around, People, again, when they're scrolling through Facebook, they're not there to use their mind. They're there to, what is called, brain rotting, we say, right? Just scrolling. They don't think. Like, they are like zombies. So the moment something clever, they don't spend time really trying to understand it. They just scroll past it. So the paradox, never be too creative, too clever, or too creative, Clarity always beats cleverness and creativity. Be clear, make them understand, make it simple for them, even where their trans brains, like, that's not there, just like for them to be easy to understand. That's why we're always talking about using system 1 of the brain when we try to explain things. So the mistakes, prioritizing cleverness over clarity, need as solutions, we got joint custody of the answers. Don't let menopause make you hat under the collar. All of this cleverness doesn't make sense to them. They're not there to actually breaking down need the as solutions, like need the as solutions. They're not there to they need a song get yours because of the answers. What? Like, forget about it. Don't let menopause make you hat under the collar. Under the collar, what means like they're not there to use their brain. They're not. They're gonna scope passage. Always clarity being easy to be understandable. White fails, pens, wordplay require cognitive efforts. Again, they are there without an effort. Their brain is like a fucking done, they're not there to use their brain. They are scoring fast, no time to decode. They have 0 seconds to actually sit with your ass and decode. Boom. So if you don't grab the attention directly with some things clear, not clever, you're lost. Clever, compelling, often comes across as trying too hard. The Vic's clear and compelling beats clevers every time. It's always clears. Need a relief, get a legs on a pain. Walking used to hurt, now it doesn't. Here's what changed. Simply, like, walking used to hurt, now it doesn't. Here's what changed. People's okay, what's changed? Then create an open loops again, talking about them. Use storytelling is like what is called phrase and bring it. Then you win like continuity, like the hold rate. But being clever, you last in the first like a few seconds, so the whole rest of the message doesn't matter. Mistake 7, no curiosity count. There is no, you close everything at the beginner, so people doesn't have any reason to say that there is some intention for them to resolve. They say, oh, I get like the whole idea, let's go. The mistakes giving away everything's in the hooks. Takes our glucosamine supplement to reduce joint inflammation. Right now, they get everything. Okay, so I'm going to go and look for glucosamine somewhere else. Or, oh, I don't even believe this. Let's close. Nothing's for them to try to not decode. You just get an answer to it. There is no curiosity. Black cohosh help with menopause symptoms. White fails, nothing left to discover, no reason to keep reading. Loop is closed before it's open. The fix open the loop, don't close it. In the hooks, so we already talked about it, like the hooks in the first 3 line jobs to make them committed to actually learn. So the loop should be opened, not closed in the hooks. Take glucosamine for your health. Why glucosamine didn't work for you in what wells, You can still talk about like how glucosamine gonna work, but like why glucosamine didn't work for you in what wells, create an open loop to people to understand why it didn't work for me, what's gonna work for me. So let me watch, Black cohosh help menopause. Black cohosh fail, then I discover what I was missing, So something that you're missing that's gonna make cohosh gonna actually work. Mistakes number 8, wrong tone for platforms. So the mistakes using the same hook everywhere regardless of context. Professional email subjects, oh my god, you won't believe this. Why talking like professionalism? Professionalism. Casual Facebook, we are pleased to announce our clinical formulated stuff. We are pleased to announce our clinical formulated new supplement or something. It can be like a drop on emails, not on Facebook, so also fails. White fails mismatch expectations, feel off and authentic, doesn't fit the conversation, doesn't fit the feed, like the native platform, so they escape through it. The fix match tone to platforms and audience. Facebook's casual conversations apparently interrupting, email personals, queries like a friend writing, VSL's intimate, story driven, personal, advertorials, editorials, news like credibles, landing page, clear benefit focus, match the ads in the congruence of the ads. Mistakes number 9, targeting everyone. When you're trying to target everyone, you target no ones because people say that's not about me. We talk about like a hook should do some things that's called qualification. Qualify that this is about you. So people can say, oh, this is interesting, this is about me, this is personal to me. I wanna learn more or like get what they're gonna be talking about. So the mistakes, right? Hooks so broad they speak to no one. Anyone can benefit from better joint health. If you are a human being, this is for you. Why it fails? No self-identifications. This is for everyone. This is for no one. So this is like the paradox. If this is for everyone, this basically no one's not gonna get like nobody. Specific people don't feel called out. The fix, narrow down, tight up the target, the stronger the hooks. Join support for everyone. For people over 55 who tried glucosamine and didn't work, here is what's actually gonna work for you. Women health support, if you are waking up drenched at 3 a.m., here is what you actually can do about it. Mistakes number 10, fake urgency. The mistakes creating false urgency that they can't see through. Order now or only 3 left. This page will be taken down in 24 hours. Secret information they don't want you to see. Why I'm laughing about this? Because we used to use also, especially like this page gonna like in our old advertorials, because we used to use this like page gonna be taken down in 24 hours. If you still can see this ads, that means you can still order it. The moment like this page gonna be taken down because they don't work at this like all days, yeah, but that's what I was laughing. Why it's fail? Right now, everyone know its face, triggers skepticism. Why it's gonna be taken down? Like why this doesn't make sense if it's real brand, like real products with real proof, like why they're gonna be taken down? But back in the days, you guys using those conspiracy theory stuffs. So trigger skepticism, damage fast before you build any, scream scam. The fix, if there is real urgency, state it simply. If not, don't fake it. Only 5 bottles left. We have limited inventory, typical ships within 2 to 3 days. Better focus on the cost of waiting, not fake scarcity. So you turn it, like because we always mention it. People are able to feel the fears more intense than the desired outcome. So if you want to create urgency, create it by that. Focus on the urgency of waiting, like the urgency of waiting, what's going to happen, not the urgency of waiting, the cost of waiting, what's going to happen if you wait and don't take action right now. And also in a realistic way, don't exaggerate for something that's not been realistic, but actually what's going to happen. Portray to them like their life without actually getting what it's called the products and continue in the role that they are. And better than using some fake scarcity. So better focus on the cost of waiting, not fake scarcity. Every week you wait is another week of bad sleep. Every week you wait is another, you can create it through their relationships. Like when you're talking about menopause, is another week of bad marriage, bad mood, not taking care of your kid. So is it that worth it, or actually getting supplements actually can fix it? You have 19 days to actually try it and see the result. If you don't like it, we're gonna refund you or something like that. This is better than fake urgency, only 3 left, but always like I forget what you call lows aversion. Yeah, psychology else was aversions to talking about like the result of waiting, the result of not doing actions, and what's the bad that's gonna happen like of not taking actions. So hook quality checklist before publishing any hook check. Does it pass is this is for me test? personalized about like specifically about avatar? Does it interrupt the pattern? Is it gonna stop like people from scrolling? Is it specific? Not like specificity, like about some issues. Your avatar also gonna be specific. Does it open a curiosity gap? An OOP loop. If there is something that needs to be closed, that's not closed there for people that's actually gonna continue watches and have a good hold rate. Is it believable? It's not over promising. Believable to the standards of your avatar. Does it start with them, not your product? Does it focus on them? Or if the products that it's gonna, even if you're gonna be talking about the products, some ingredient products, you're gonna need to position this on where they are. So if you're going to be talking about like keeping glucosamine, why glucosamine field, in thermic field, in physical therapy field, and here is the only thing that you're missing that's actually going to get your knee better, and you can get your mobility back, you know? So even if you're going to be focusing on something about your products, you need to link it to where they are, the situation they are, this other solution that they didn't work for them, or what similar products to yours failed them there, to your product is going to work. Not this is your product is going to help you 50% off. Not like that, because that's not where your audience is, your avatar is. And it's not like, what's it called? They don't care. They don't care about your product. They don't care about your brand. They care about them. So talk about them, promise them, give them the benefits of using products. And that's how you're going to win. Does the tone match the platform? Are we making like hooks like that's gonna match this? Is like also like not only the platforms. Is it a hook that's matched like the tone of our avatar? You know, is our avatar talking about that? We cannot say, "Oh my God, I was able to walk again." Not 50 plus, not talking about that. You know, like oh my God, it's just like what the fuck? I was able to move my knee right as I'm running after my grandkids. You know, lol. They don't talk like that. You know, so also match like the tone of your avatar. Does it connect it to the actual messages? Is the hooks gonna go smoothly in follow-up flow with the whole message, or just like a random hook that you put there? Everything is gonna have a good hook rate, but it's all gonna destroy the whole rate because the messaging is not congruent. Would you stop scrolling for this? If you're scrolling, this gonna make you stop, or it's just gonna blend it with the whole platforms. It's not gonna even feel it and just gonna scroll past it. One bad hook, you equal wasted ad spend, wasted copy, wasted effort. Get the hook right. Always understand this. And again, don't try to make it so perfect. It just gets back always to this model. Read it again. Like if I'm gonna post like after this, like after the hook generating AI prompts, after this video, because the hook generated AI prompt is gonna be like in a files. After this video, I'm gonna put like the whole presentations for you to actually go through and read this. Read it again. Put notes for yourself. So whenever you want to write a hook, you have this as a data set inside your brain. It's not like we always go, oh, I need to do hook stackings. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to use this phrase. Just you're going to start having data sets in your brain that unconsciously going to start writing it and start breaking in real times live your hooks and start writing better hooks. Because each time you're writing a bad hooks, that's like you just lost the whole ad. You know, like you see like a bad hook rate, that doesn't mean the rest of the message of the body is bad. It can be just like the hook and shit. So how you do? Improve the hooks so you can have better hook rates by proxy. You're given the best, like what is called the best environment to also to see if the message gonna work. Because if you have a good hook rate, that means you're given better terms for your body to actually build and watch. You're getting like increase like the hold rate, so people's gonna start having hook rate. So people's gonna actually wanna read the message or like watch the ads, then going through it. Then you're gonna also having like better test of that body. Oh, the hook rate is good, the hold rate is bad, so I need another open loop. I add an open loop, the hold rate is good, people's not buying, maybe the mechanisms, maybe the social proof, so you can have like better analyze for your whole what is called your ads, you know, because you actually give them I forget like the word. You give them a chance to actually be tested. But when your hook is bad, you never give like possibility for the rest of the ad to actually be watched and actually be tested and see like a good result on it or like a bad result on it on a real data, and said, oh, just like the hook is bad, so the rest of this message has never been seen. So yeah, that's it for this models. We're gonna go to storing the drama and how much is important. So we're gonna be talking about the body, you know, how to hold people and make them read, and how to use story and other technique to keep them watching and actually through there sell to them. Ciao, ciao. See you in the next video, guys.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.